bit. Still wearing the same clothes, as you can tell. Usually I don't have to point that out. Someone probably doesn't even notice that. Someone out there probably does, though. Like, most people don't, is what I meant to say. It's been a little while, as you can tell. If I go to, like, save the game, it's been 19 hours now, and it was, like, 18 or 17. I didn't even level up doing all the side quests. As you can tell, if I look at my active quests, I have 4. One is incompletable on Duxton. I did go to complete this, and I found the last part. Wouldn't let me complete the quest. It was uncompletable. It was, because we fixed it manually with, BigDaddyZee. So, like, even though I got all the parts and went to go bring it back to him, that Zuka should be able to reassemble them easily enough. If you read the quest, it says that. If you go to talk to him, he's no longer available for dialogue. He just sits there and goes, I hate being on this planet, and shit like that. Or, next time I'm at war, I won't just be able to repair stuff. Anyways, so you can't complete that one anymore. It's just going to forever be there, which is really annoying. I wish I could delete it. You found all the Jedi and convinced them to return on Dantooine. That is the main quest that's next. Not completable, technically. Starport Visa thing. I can't go back to Onderon, so I can't complete it. And then that's just straight up ask Kreia about Paragus and stuff. We're not there yet. And we actually can't do that because I'm about to show you why. So if I go up to Kreia...
To the Enclave. There is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. I have no time for questions, and any answers will have to wait until we stand within the Enclave together.
That's what happens. So let's go to fucking Dantooine. Let's go make progress, because I actually have nothing else to do besides talk to my companions. There's 0 other quests to complete. Actually, I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe if I have time for one more side quest episode. There's one quest I can think of on Dantooine where I have to give a guy some flaps. Like, yeah, I know, that sounds super exciting, doesn't it? Speaking of which, actually, since we can probably just go do that, we're actually going to that planet, so maybe I'll just quickly, unless it makes me do this right away, like it teleports me to the Enclave, I'll run past this guy, because I think I have his flaps already. You have to get those flaps from Onderon, and then go all the way back to Dantooine, I think. There might also be another way to get them. I think that's how you complete this quest for this guy. There's like one quest on Dantooine I didn't even pick up. But all the picked up quests, like every quest I picked up on purpose, or by accident, I have completed or is incompletable because I've progressed too far. And I was wrong about the level cap. It's apparently like 50, which is just unreachable. Like, just straight unreachable without glitching on Xbox. You'd have to have restored content mod on PC and probably still have to glitch to get there. From what I read on PC, people are reaching like 35 and stuff, and then there's nothing to do, so they have to end the game. There is a glitch that you can do on Korriban. I don't glitch when I do Let's Plays, unless I'm doing it just to show that you can do it. But yeah, I don't glitch in Let's Plays, unless I'm just like, hey, this you can do this, and then I just don't do it again. But for the memes, sometimes I show it. Other things that happened off screen, like I've completed all those quests. They weren't entertaining, trust me, you didn't miss anything. They're just like turning in. Basically, I was turning in quests or like hacking a computer. If you can tell, I have like no stuff in my inventory now because I sold everything. I didn't use half of it. So this is how long my inventory is now. It's not that long. Some of it's even unsellable, like face computer cores, starport visas, credentials. All these stuff is unsellable. You can't even sell it to get rid of it. This is just like quest items, quest items, quest items, quest items. Kits. Stamina stuff. As you can tell, we have 329,000 credits now. You couldn't spend that if you tried. Well, actually, technically you probably could, but... good luck. You just have like dumb amount of stuff in your inventory for no reason. It looks like I can walk around on Dantooine without being automatically made to do the quest. Can I interact with the speeder? No, I can't. Let's go see if we can do that side quest quickly, just because I don't see why not, really. I forgot about it when I was on, But that looked really important, so I looked down to read it. It was... Oh, I can't even talk to this guy anymore. There's a little mini side quest you can do for him for like a couple hundred XP. Again, useless to me. It won't even get me anywhere. But you can give him like some maneuvering flaps for something, or something like that for his speeder, because he's broke it or something like that. That's literally it. The Jedi have been rebuilding the Enclave, if you can't tell. I forgot that they did that. They've been slowly rebuilding it a little bit. And the door just opens itself. Gotcha. Yeah, big lore coming up. I think I go up here. Or no. Or no. I'm not going to use speed. I'm going to take in the surroundings. There's not very many places to go in here. This is all super important. I'm even going to turn on my own headset. You guys probably should too. Lots of lore coming.
The years have not been kind to us both, it seems, but perhaps now they will see the truth at last.
It is not as it was.
But never will be.
That is for the best.
And that's for the best. I was going to say that too.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to reach us, and I imagine you have many questions.
Or perhaps you have come for revenge. No. We will do as we have done. We will wait. There's nothing else we can do. You already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel with you.
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you,
They follow you without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense.
it is because you are a leader. But that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
It is not an easy thing to explain. Surely you are familiar with force bonds. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed over time through understanding of each other. Yet you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when they, too, are Force-sensitive.
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in the Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours. We do not know, but it is not the first time you felt the weight of so many lives.
And that is why the Mandalorian wars echo within you still.
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened to it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian Wars.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished. All those you had fought with and struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxon. Malachor was simply the final blow.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it has left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
Yes, you can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life
They're not
of
wrong.
others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force, and the death of the Jedi. So you think. It is not the strength of a Jedi you feel.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You feed on it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed that
Again,
you fought across
not
all
wrong.
its planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
But what's worse is that
Fourth
bonding
wall.
you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger, and the more attachments you form, the more you draw others to you.
And that is why you are a threat to us all. What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain. You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here, and that we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around you.
Enough! Step away from her.
What?
Step away! She has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance. You will not harm her. You will not harm her ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as he did.
We sought to lure the Sith out, and now they have come to us.
As you would pass judgment on her, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the Exile. How could you ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid.
It is because you were afraid. I'm gonna turn the face cam. Oh, face cam seems to be back.
Take me to Atris. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the face cam back on because it keeps fucking bugging out. Maybe it'll actually work. The Masters are dead, drained of life. Their body is worse than lifeless. It's like an absence in the Force. They're all the same. They all say the same. Maybe Facecam will stay this time. It lasted like 16, 17 minutes and then just kept shutting off. I know that when it shuts off, sometimes I get a weird bug where like a noise happens and it, like I get FPS drops on stream. No frame, like actual frame drops. But, but I know that it gives me the odd shit where I get like bugs and the game I don't know if you guys hear the audio still or not. I don't know. I really wish I did know. If not, then the subtitles were there, so hopefully you guys are good. You understood everything that happened, and it was only near the end anyway, so I made sure I waited as much as I could. I don't know why my facecam does that. I really don't know why. It has to be such a big deal. It's really, really quite annoying. Oh yeah, I gave all my new Jedi outfits.
She's gone. The handmaidens came for her. They know who she is now. I couldn't stop them. I wasn't conscious at the time. I don't even know if I could have stopped them. They'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do with anyone she thinks is a Sith. Yeah, I know. That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Is something wrong? You look troubled. I can feel it. That is an odd answer. What did you mean by it? Never. I believe in what we are doing, what you are doing,
I'm here because I choose to be. I simply do. There is nothing I can show you as proof, except give you my word. Something happened within the Enclave. What is it? Then they do not understand you. That is the danger of being a Jedi. When one separates themselves from others, chooses to lead a life of isolation, denying what makes them a feeling being, it is easy to make such judgments. And such judgments, I believe, are made in ignorance. There is no danger in what you represent, other than your humanity. You change others, but I do not believe it is due to the Force. I believe it is because you are a natural leader, and because you feel connected to the people around you. Where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. And that perhaps a life lived without the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go alone, but I ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connections to others. Do not forsake them, as you did in exile.
That landing pad seems more obvious than it should, unless it like can actually cover itself back up. Because the landing pad like seems like it should be like out in the open and like people would know it's there, but
Who is there?
Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master, the last historian of the Jedi, the last of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith. But there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Alakor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its echoes still.
Why did she betray me?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the exile. And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved. The one that you cast out.
Where is the exile? I had thought...
Oh, she will come. But it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits. She has much to share with you.
no journal entry added. Interesting. I wonder if I can just get back in the Ebon Hawk and peace out. Skylar doesn't let me. It's like, no. It's like, yeah, you totally can, Kappa. Academy's so empty. I wonder when this was built and by who. Like, actually think about how massive this facility would have to be. Kind of nuts, actually.
She said you would come here, to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die. Atris. That is not who I am, not any longer. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took time for its voice to be heard. The old woman you traveled with finally made me listen to myself, to the galaxy. She said that you would come here, and that you would face me in battle. Surrender to you? Never. Let us end this.
This will teach you. This will teach you.
Does it still exist? That's such a good question, Foley. I highly doubt it. I don't even know if Telos still exists in, like...
Kill me. End this. I did not expect mercy from you. After all that has happened between us.
I doubt it's still here, though. This whole facility. I doubt it.
If you will not kill me, then what will you do? You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life. Until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us. Yes, I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5.
Do it, Foley.
To finish.
Play the first one first, it's important. Make sure you play the first one first. Always important to play the first one first. Even though the second one's better. It is better. It's better.
Yes, you are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness. But it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way. And you carry it with you, always. Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
Yeah, I'm like way ahead on the Twitch version of this, so technically you're watching like you're like 12 episodes away, like right now. There should be 22, and I think I uploaded 9 last night or something like that.
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her. She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key. Because the Force had been stripped from her, as it had been torn from you. At times, I wonder what we would be if the Force was taken from us. If we would truly be Jedi or Sith, or simply human. You're important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know. for certain. She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come.
Hitler. Almost. Grey is almost Hitler.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world?
Not a bad
Or
way to
end
put it.
my life as I wish to end yours?
Let you guys read that, because it's a big answer.
It does not matter. Not now. It is what I did with such pain that caused the wound. But I thank you. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
She was the current of like this era. She was the keeper of Jedi articles, and she fell though. She did. She was like the knowledge of the Jedi. She was a master, like high Jedi master, like council of 5 or 10 people. Well, we've been found, chat. We've been found.
Wow.
Pepe hands.
I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see.
Yeah, it's being controlled by a Sith. Basically as close to a Sith as possible, because there's not really anybody that's in order right now.
Lieutenant Grant, Sith forces have breached the module, and are
It's almost impossible to destroy the ship, because he's literally force controlling it.
I need you and your men to break through and lead the assault. With pleasure, Lieutenant. All right, follow me. It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept them, we were under attack. There was
Holy shit, that shit was damaged. Holy shit, that ship was damaged. You can just flop that. I just realized that's hilarious.
We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to retreat and began the evacuation instead. Then there's also the fuel situation.
Right, no fuel for Argus.
Because we don't have enough fuel, we won't be able to keep the station in orbit and operational and fight off the Sith.
Wait, how do we not? How do they not have fuel? I gave them fuel.
But it's going to be cutting it pretty close. The Sith numbers seem limitless. But we haven't lost all hope. We've heard reports that we might be receiving some assistance. A squad of troops sent by Queen Talia are currently trying to keep the Sith from sabotaging the station's fuel system.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're gonna have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle. Good luck.
Sure. Can I have anybody else help me? Oh, I can summon another companion, yes. Alright. Aha.
I hear you.
Poor Karth's just dying over here. Wait, that life support pack did like nothing. How much health do you have? I have 212 for example. Oh, he has 212. I have 278. I mean, that's still a lot of HP, Jesus Christ. Okay, he's healed now. Wait, Chobo. I never actually spoke to him before battling, so I just thought I'd do that. Ren.
I must leave you for a time to gather my Mandalorian warriors. We will rejoin you when the time comes for the assault on the Ravager. Watch yourself. I'll soften up the way for you, but I won't be here to hold your hand.
All right, men. The Sith are trying to hold us up in this compound. We need to break through or our reinforcements won't be able to move out. Now let's punch a hole in this Sith barricade.
Yeet. Nice FPS. Nice FPS. There's a lot of shit to kill in these like hallways.
Thank goodness you're here. We just can't seem to make any progress against the Sith line. After they established their position, they brought out their turrets. They've been devastating our numbers. We managed to take a few out, but they just keep unloading more of them to replace the destroyed ones. It's up to you to help us throw them back. We gotta get them cleared out of here, and then we're ready for one last charge. All right. Everyone provide covering fire for the Jedi. Then advance on the Sith positions. We'll be right behind you. Good luck.
I have to end the episode right now because I have to go do something apparently, which really fucking annoys me. But I'll be back in a few minutes on Twitch. Like, it's been about 37 minutes or something anyway, so it's the actual amount of time the episode should have been anyways.